They can be cut and folded. This gives everybody from Christine to Michelle to Nicole to Stephen to everybody that's traveling on this trip their individual insurance card with their individual ID and their plan. It also has a reverse side which has a number of telephone numbers and contact details in the event that the policy needs to be used and either you need to effectively seek coverage or have questions regarding the coverage. This back panel will be very helpful. Now, the one place that you need to visit, or you should be visiting on behalf of your clients, is in this particular case, there's likely to be required a visa letter for the group for the selected travel. So what we need to do here is input any one of these certificate IDs plus a date of birth for this particular. Or if you are as a travel agent have a password, you could enter the password here, and any of the visa letters that are being issued for any of the policies that you're writing will be in that space. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go with Charles, and what I'm going to indicate here from some of our past video experience, which you've witnessed with me, is at times entering the data here to try and call up a visa letter or a record. It bounces back only because the data that we just put in has not updated internally in our network. So we're going to wait just a couple of seconds and see if we'll allow the system to catch up to us. So this is Charles' number. It was T1960352, and we had given him a birth date of August 29th. 1950. Now, as we've indicated in the past, clicking on login, it's bounced back because the timing, internal timing, had not updated the previous records that were sent. Let's just hope at this time that we're able to do that. Let's check. We're going to click login, and it should bring up the documents that we're looking for. And it didn't. So we're going to wait another minute, and you will see that this is not a malfunction. It is strictly just the timing. So it's one of those things where it's a good time to fill in the information, take a break, grab a cup of coffee, make a phone call, let it update. So here we are again. We put the same information back into the system, and we're going to make another attempt at including that data. And it didn't work again. So let's wait again. I'll take that brief break I'm telling you folks to take, and we'll see what happens. Stick with me because I'll put it back in again. Obviously, the easier way to do it is to have your dedicated password that you can put in every time rather than trying to have to remember the unique details of a traveling client on a policy number. So let's give it another shot. Let's see if the system's updated by now. And it hasn't. But what I'm going to do is I'm just out of curiosity going to try another one of the travelers and see if I can bring that up just by using another. One of the travelers in our group. Well, we seem to be lagging this morning. Let's try one other one. Bear with me. I'm feeling the pain as well. But believe me, this is what we call technology. As a matter of fact, let me try and change one element here and see if it will help us. It's important that I get you through to this next step just so that you can see what the kind of things that are available to you. Okay, now there was an error on my part. The policy was not T1, it was TI. So again, that's a good example of where putting in the proper number or character is validated by the system. So I'd like to say that that was by design, but the demonstration shows you that until the proper character sets are introduced into the field, the system won't move along or update. So consider yourself and myself even more enlightened. So at any rate, we now have the additional access point for the policyholder, Charles Fernandez, and we can get other information. You can get into claim information if you choose to. How you do that, there's some discussions on how you do that. Then what we can do is we can go back and we can add ID cards to the pile. We can print those out for the people. In this case, we already have them. What we're going to do here is, again, this is, I think, the most important for the group is the visa letter. And what we're going to do is we're going to open it up just so you can see it. And again, be patient. It does take time for these documents to present themselves. Now, what it does is it produces the individual documents. Now, there will be an individual document for each person. So you'll have to go back in, and in that screen where we put in the data, it brings up an individual certificate or confirmation of coverage for everybody in the policy, with a description of the effective date, where they're traveling to, the name of the person, and passport details, which were not asked for in the forms. In other places they are. It's a form letter that is generated automatically. It summarizes the group coverage, and it's signed by an official of the company, which again will be very, very helpful. So hopefully at this point in time, what we've done, we're going to close that up. We're going to get rid of the download window. This hopefully has given you an idea about the group travel series. It is an alternative to, an effective alternative to having members of a large group, 5 or more, secure individual policies. This allows a group to collectively purchase the same policy and have some continuity to what they're doing and make it easy in the event that there is a need to have travel medical coverage abroad. It is done with a central, consistent way. We're at the end of this video. I appreciate your following along and your patience. You've been a wonderful audience. I trust that at this point in time we've managed to give you a very good idea of what the Client Access Portal and the WorldGuard.net series of products and website can do for you. As we've indicated, if anywhere along your experience or your efforts on a daily basis you've any questions whatsoever, I would strongly encourage you to reach out to us at 602-374-5535 or contact Michael Ward directly at michael@emergingbenefits.com. We're here for you. We are committed to providing you whatever service and assistance you require to make this a product and a service that works for you and for your clients. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.